NPCC raised alarms about policies that they believe threaten the Constitution and the right of citizens. Addressing the launch of the party's membership drive, NPCC working president emphasized the growing threats to secularism and democratic values in the state. The SpaceX Dragon capsule arrived at the International Space Station to bring back NASA's astronaut Buzz Wilmore and Indian-American Sunita Williams, who had been stuck in space for over 9 months. India will co-chair the experts working group on counter-terrorism for the first time beginning on March 19, with Defence Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh delivering the keynote address during the opening ceremony. The second phase of the 3,900-kilometer-long Surya Yatra bike rally was flagged off from the Rangapahar military station in Dimapur, Nagaland on Saturday. The rally, which will conclude on March 23, is organized under the theme Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat. In North Sikkim, at least 10 tourists were injured after the vehicle that were traveling in met with an accident and plunged 100 feet down the road on March 15. Hello viewers, you are watching Nltv English Prime Time. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. Dr. Senkalong Yaden, known as the Man of Science, passed away on Friday evening at his residence in Tyler, Texas at the age of 89. Born in Mirangkong Village, Mogokchung District on April 21, 1935, he became a distinguished figure in the scientific community and was listed in the American Men and Women of Science. Dr. Yaden, widely recognized for his hard work, vision and dedication, earned several honors throughout his career, including invitation to prestigious organizations such as the International Platform Association and listings in WHO's WHO in America. His achievements were not only academic but also humanitarian, as he served as a peace mission volunteer in 1966 to 67. Mirangkong Madam Sangar Putu expressed deep sorrow over his passing, describing him as a humble man who brought pride and recognition to his village. In remembrance of his contribution, Ao Senden has declared March 17 as a day of mourning. The Mirangkong community continues to honor his legacy, praying for comfort and peace for his family. The second phase of the 3,900-kilometer-long Surya Yatra bike rally was flagged off from the Rangapahar military station in Dimapur on Saturday, March 15. After a grand inauguration ceremony in Vijayanagar, Arunachal Pradesh, Lieutenant General Abhijit Pendankar, General Officer commanding of 3 Corps, ceremonially launched the rally. Participants, including Indian Army and Assam Rifle personnel, along with local bikers, have already travelled 550 km across Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland as they continue the journey towards Guwahati and eventually the Rann of Kutch, Gujarat. The bikers are engaging with ex-servicemen, sharing inspiration stories and promoting careers in the Indian Army Force to school children. The rally, which will conclude on March 23, is organized under the theme Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat and aims to promote national integration, honor the armed forces and instill a sense of patriotism and unity. In a recent statement, C. Apok Jamir, the working president of the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee, urged the citizens to unite and confront the challenges facing the country. Speaking to the media, he expressed concern that the core values of the Constitution are under threat and called on all right-thinking individuals to come together in defense of these principles. While discussing the absence of a representative from Nagaland in the Assembly, Jamir emphasized that the people of Nagaland are not voiceless and are eagerly awaiting the right moment to assert their right. When questioned about Rs 19.9 crore town hall construction, Jamir raised doubt about the project cost, suggesting that the amount could have been better utilized to build multiple structures. He also encouraged public participation, quoting every drop makes a mighty ocean, urging citizens to awake and contribute to meaningful change.
Well, it's beginning from Dimapur since it's the nerve center. And the whole idea of having this enrollment drive is basically to create and let the citizens come forward to be part of this very big movement against the onslaught that we are faced today in the country, with the present dispensation going against the very tenet of the Constitution of India. I think the very fabric of the Constitution is in danger, and for that purpose, every right-thinking citizens of this country, and particularly of Nagaland, who also are part of are part of the minority, we should also take a very firm stand on against this.
Now, sir, apni beshi phalwa speech bhi dishe. Will be a question ekta do Nagaland Congress Party do opposition lo stay ase na apni gando opposition ase. Itu bhi jane omun jaise sir.
Now, Amikanto opposition ase. We don't have a representative in the assembly, but that does not mean that we are voiceless. There are many Congress men and women who are silently observing, and they are just waiting that a time will come when they also can exercise their rights. Well, ituto thakibo pare holibi, in the coming days you will see more of it. As far as the quality is concerned, maybe it is good, but then it does not commensurate with the amount that has been invested in that in the town hall. It's not me, but I think every contractor will blatantly say that you can build 2-3 new constructions out of the amount that has been given. I think it's for all to see. Everybody knows about it. We are hoping that people will see how the country is going, in the direction where the country is going, and see, it is going in contradiction to what the Constitution propagates. So definitely people are aware of it, and we want the people to come out of the slumber and take a very participative role in bringing up changes. As I was saying, every drop makes a mighty ocean. So every citizen's involvement is very valuable, and every right thinking citizen who wants to protect the interest of the people by and large, I think it's time that all of us come forward and be a united force. I mean, it is an upbeat, but a lot of work is needed in the grassroots. We have to be very realistic. The movement or the result that we have seen in the parliamentary election shows that people are still conscious of their rights. I think people have given their verdict on what their stands are, above party affiliations also. That's what I believe. Well, it's up to the contractors, because I don't know the details of in which areas the construction is going. So I'm not the right person to give you the answer for that. I think an expert who are into construction, they can give you a better answer. Definitely. I think this whole movement of starting this enrollment is also towards that, to take the people along in this whole movement. Well, I think on this aspect, everybody has to be reasonable. The foremost consideration is that railway line and the development should come, because that is in the interest of the party, of our people. But for that to materialize or to come to reality, the wisdom of the government, as well as the of the stakeholders, in whichever way, they should be more understanding and give the priority of the public interest first. Well, it's beginning from Dimapur since it's the nerve center, and the whole idea of having this.
On Saturday, the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee raised alarm about policies that they believe threaten the Constitution and the right of citizens. Addressing the launch of the party's membership drive, NPCC Working President C. Apok Jamir emphasized the growing threats to secularism and democratic values in the state. Jamir, who was a former Rajya Sabha MP, highlighted how certain policies over the past 14 years have jeopardized Nagaland's way of life and its belief, asserting that the Congress is the only viable force to protect the constitution and the right of the people. He called on citizens to take a stand against a government that they believe is deviating from constitutional principles and urged people to unite for progress and justice. Jamir described the membership drive not as a simple numbers game but as a movement aimed at awakening citizens' consciences and building collective resistance against oppression. He also expressed concern about rising societal division, accusing certain groups of misusing religion to spread hatred. Jamir emphasized the power of the electorate, noting that the people of Nagaland had already made their voices heard in the parliamentary election by electing a true representative. The Congress membership drive for Dimapur district will run until March 22 before expanding to other districts.
Our leader Rahul Gandhi has always emphasized on the importance of this Indian Constitution. We have seen him displaying it in the Parliament and even outside, the importance of this Constitution. And why is it so? I will just read the preamble. The preamble says, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation." So this Constituent Assembly was made on 26th day of November 1949, which was hereby adopted, enacted, and given to ourselves this Constitution. Today, we are confronted with a lot of forces which are going against this Constitution, which is trying to destroy the very tenet of this Constitution by propagating policies and programs which are in conflict with the interest of the people of India. Not only that, but it has its conflict to the people of our state, Nagaland, who come under the minority category. Not as part of the scheduled tribe, but also as far as secularism is concerned. Our very existence is threatened by some of the policies which they have been propagating for the last actively 10 to almost 14 years. So the very purpose of having this enrollment drive is not, as our General Secretary in the first instance has mentioned, not for numbers. It is not a number game, but it is a movement. It is basically trying to prick the conscience of our citizens to rise up to the challenges which we are confronted today. And the only party which can confront this is the Indian National Congress. And we in Nagaland are also part of this, the oldest party which has stood for the people right from the time of freedom struggle. The Congress Party has been involved in the birth of this country, in the freedom struggle. At the same time, it was also involved in creating this constitution, and at the same time, it is there to safeguard the interest of the downtrodden. And we have emphasized on the importance of secularism. We have emphasized on the need to have freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of propagating any religion that we want. And especially in the state of Nagaland and in Dimapur, which we consider as a cosmopolitan city, you can say. As the President has rightly mentioned, it involves all the tribes of Nagaland in this Dimapur city. It involves every section of society of the country who are present in this city. It also involves every section of religion which is here in this city. And to ensure there is better understanding, there is unity, and there is progress, it is our bounden duty as citizens of this state to take a stand when we are confronted with the onslaught of a government which is going against the very tenet of this constitution. Our leader Rahul Gandhi has always emphasized on the importance of this Indian constitution. We have seen him displaying it in the parliament.
Now we'll take a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more updates. Welcome back. Let's get back with the news. Union Home Minister Amit Shah gifted a guitar to Esther Namte after a performance of Vande Mataram in Aizawl by the singer prodigy. Taking to his official site Twitter, Home Minister praised the young talent for her heartfelt performance and love for the country. Namte, a young singing sensation from Mizoram, first gained nationwide attention in 2020 when a video of her singing Ma Tujhe Salam went viral. Her powerful voice and patriotic spirit earned her widespread admiration. She received multiple awards from the Mizoram government, including a special appreciation from the governor.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. रही माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम, मामा तुझे सलाम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। तेरे पासी में आ रहा हूँ, अपनी बाहें खोल दे, जोर से मुझको गले लगा ले, मुझको फिर वो प्यार दे। तू ही जिंदगी है, तू ही मेरी मोहब्बत है, तेरी है बालों में जानता है, तू ही दिल तू जान अम्मा, माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम, माँ तुझे सलाम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। Thank you so much.
Slamming the previous Congress government, Shah alleged that there was no peace and infrastructure development and no grants given to Assam, but PM Narendra Modi restored it, developed infrastructure and ensured employment for the youth of the northeastern state. Reacting to Union Home Minister Amit Shah's remark on Congress rule in Assam, party leaders Rupin Bora said that Shah just wanted sympathy from people and slammed Shah, saying the Union Home Minister did not mention what happened in Gujarat in 2002 when Modi ji was the CM and he was the Home Minister of Gujarat.
That time when he came to Assam, they raised some protest against former Prime Minister late Indira Gandhi, and he was arrested and he was put in jail. These things, this allegation Amit Shah has today raised. But you see, if he was arrested, something was done that time, that is only to protect the law and order of the state. That time, you know, the situation of Assam was volatile. There was anarchy in Assam. So that in order to protect the public order, law and order, the law will have to take its own course. But I want to remind Amit Shah ji, he has referred the name of our former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, but why he is forgetting that the Indira Gandhi was also arrested by the Janata Party government, she was also put in jail, and she was booked in more than 74 number of charges in the Shah Commission. So why Amit Shah is not telling this thing? Amit Shah is today telling that what happened in Assam during the that he was arrested while late Hiteshwar Saika was Chief Minister. But why he is not telling, why he is forgetting what happened to Gujarat in 2002 when Narendra Modi ji was Chief Minister, and Amit Shah was the Home Minister. The whole world knows this massacre of Gudra, where more than 2,500 innocent people were killed in the communal clashes. There was bloodbath in Gujarat. That time, these things happened in his Gujarat, and while he was Home Minister of Gujarat. So therefore, these things only just to get sympathy, he has today raised. He should not have raised these things today.
कांग्रेस के शासन में 10 साल में असम को 1,27,000 करोड़ का डिवोल्यूशन ग्रांट और ग्रांट इन एड मिला, और मोदी जी के 10 साल में 1,27,000 करोड़ से बढ़कर 4,95,000 करोड़ रुपया हम दे चुके हैं। 4 गुना अधिक पैसा हमने कांग्रेस पार्टी के शासन से एनडीए के शासन में, बीजेपी के शासन में दिया। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कांग्रेस पार्टी को, आसाम को इतने साल तक आपने दंगों की आग में झोंका, ग्रांट नहीं दी, शिक्षा की व्यवस्था नहीं की, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं बनाया और शांति भी नहीं आने दी। मोदी जी के 10 साल में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी बन रहा है, शांति भी आई है और कई प्रकार के उद्योग भी लगे। 10,000 करोड़ की लागत से 200 किलोमीटर से अधिक लंबी भारतमाला परियोजना, धुबरी फुलवाड़ी पुल 3,000 करोड़ की लागत से 3700 किलोमीटर ग्रामीण सड़कें, 3400 करोड़ से सिलचर चुराई बारी कॉरिडोर 4 लेन करना, मजूली द्वीप, यहां पर सर्वानंद जी बैठे हैं,
A minor illegally hanged herself in Ambala, Haryana, and the family buried her body without conducting a post-mortem for informing the police, officials stated on Saturday. The incident occurred on Friday, March 14 in Durala village. After the incident, the family of the deceased cremated her without a post-mortem and without notifying the police. An FIR had already been lodged by the deceased before the ache at a police station, and the investigation was ongoing by a special investigation team. The police arrived at the scene and confirmed that the girl hanged herself. The body has been taken for post-mortem and further investigation based on the findings to be conducted by the police.
ये एक लड़की का पता लगा था, अब इसने सुसाइड कर लिया और घर वालों ने जो है इसको बगैर पोस्टमार्टम के, बगैर इंफॉर्मेशन दिए दफना दिया। जबकि इस लड़की द्वारा पहले एफआईआर लॉन्च करवाई थी 7 थाने में, एफआईआर नंबर 28 थी और उसकी तफ्तीश चल रही है एसआईटी द्वारा। तो किसी ने फ़ोन किया कि भाई ऐसे लड़की ने फांसी खाई थी और बगैर बताए दफना दिया। तो आज ड्यूटी मजिस्ट्रेट को साथ लेकर, डॉक्टर टीम को साथ लेकर के हम आए थे। तो लड़की का भी फोटो देखा तो उसने वाकई हैंगिंग ली हुई थी, उन्होंने उसे दफना दिया। तो पोस्टमार्टम के लिए उसको लेके जा रहे हैं, कल पोस्टमार्टम करा के जो रिपोर्ट आएगी उसके हिसाब से कार्रवाई करेंगे।
का कल दफनाया गया था और जिसके एवज में पोस्टमार्टम के लिए लाश निकलवाने के लिए मेरे को एज ए ड्यूटी मजिस्ट्रेट नियुक्त किया गया था और लाश को निकलवा दिया गया नियमानुसार।
In Tripura, a case has been filed against Scheduled Caste Welfare Minister Subhanshu Das by the Tripura Insaf Parishad for a controversial Facebook post about Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. The minister's post, which claimed that Aurangzeb destroyed Hindu temples and killed several religious figures, including the 9th Sikh Guru Tegh Bahadur, sparked an outrage, particularly within the Muslim community. Subhanshu Das referred to Aurangzeb as a brutal figure and accused opposition parties of supporting radical jihadists for political gain. The Tripura Insaf Parishad activists argued that the minister's comments were inflammatory and aimed at hurting the sentiment of the Muslim community. They also criticized him for calling Muslim fanatical jihadists and uncivilized barbarians. The case was filed at Kailashahar Irani police station in Unkoti district, with the organization accusing the minister of posing religiously provocative and communal content on social media in the past as well. The post was eventually deleted by Subhanshu Das, but the incident has raised concern about the responsibility of minister to maintain communal harmony and avoid inflammatory rhetorics. In an attempt to reach the summit of Mount Everest, Tripura's Aritra Roy is set to embark on a journey to climb the world's highest peak. On Saturday, Roy's expedition was flagged off by the commandant of 35th Battalion of Assam Rifle as he began his 1,400-kilometer cycling journey from Agartala to Paplu, Nepal, where he will begin his climb to the world's highest peak. If Roy succeeds in his adventure, he will become the first mountaineer from Tripura to reach the summit of Mount Everest. Arita's entire expedition will span nearly 3 months, at the end of which he hopes to add his name in the record books as the first person from Tripura to scale the world's highest peak.
So I'm starting my journey from here till the top of Mount Everest. So I am riding out from here with my bicycle. I'll be riding to नेपाल काठमांडू. मैं यहाँ से नेपाल काठमांडू जाऊँगा. नॉट काठमांडू, यहाँ फापलू तक जाऊँगा क्योंकि वहाँ से मेरा ट्रैक स्टार्ट होगा. यहाँ से फापलू तक का डिस्टेंस लगभग 1400 किलोमीटर का है. तो वहाँ तक जाने में मुझे 15 से 16 दिन लगेगा. वहाँ पहुँचने के बाद 2-3 दिन मेरा रेस्ट होगा और फिर वहाँ से ऊपर चढ़ाई वो लगेगा वहाँ से 45 दिन करीब कुछ. तो पूरा ये जो एक्सपीडिशन है लगभग 2-2.5 महीने का होगा. ये जर्नी फ्रॉम त्रिपुरा टू द टॉप ऑफ माउंट एवरेस्ट इज़ द फर्स्ट एक्सपीडिशन फ्रॉम त्रिपुरा. यहाँ से कोई भी माउंट एवरेस्ट टॉप तक कभी नहीं गया. और ये प्लान मुझे कैसे मिला? माउंट एवरेस्ट हैज़ बीन क्लाइम्ड बाय ओनली 500+ माउंटेनियर्स फ्रॉम इंडिया. त्रिपुरा से अभी तक कोई नहीं गया. सो आई वांटेड टू मेक इट अ बिट more unique and different, being the first from India also.
In Agartala, during the 72nd plenary of the Northeastern Council held last December, it was announced that a high-level task force has been formed to focus on promoting investment in the Northeastern states. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha, who has been appointed as the governor of the panel, confirmed that the task force also includes the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Nagaland and Sikkim, along with Donor Minister Jyoti M. Scindia. The task force will assess the current investment ecosystem, including politics, incentives and infrastructure, and will work on a roadmap to position the Northeast as a referred investment destination targeting key sectors like agriculture, tourism, logistics and renewable energy. Tripura's government, railway policy and railway protection force launched a joint operation leading to the apprehension of 2 women drug peddlers at Agartala railway station on March 15. From the position, the authorities seized 10.755 kg of dry ganja, which was concealed in 2 large peat bags. According to police sources, the accused were attempting to smuggle the contraband out of Tripura via Deogra Express. A case has been registered under the Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substance Act at Agartala JRP police station. Officials suspect that more individuals may be involved in this network and further arrests are anticipated. Authorities estimate that the market value of the seized ganja is approximately rupees 1.6 lakh. Both accused will be produced before the court for further legal proceedings. In Agartala, 4 Rohingyas, including 2 women, were arrested by the BSF on Saturday for illegal border crossing along with 2 Indian accomplices. The arrest took place in Dharmanagar ISBT, where the BSF troopers of the 199 Battalion handed the individual over to the police. According to Srikanta Bardhan, officer in charge of Dharmanagar police station, a specific case has been registered against the arrested individual. They are said to be produced in court on Sunday. The Rohingyas have been identified as Jahim Alam, Mantajul Haq, Min Tara and Putu Akhtar, while the Indian accomplices are Munim and Iqbal. In Bengaluru, Sarjapura area, 3 laborers were brutally murdered at an under-construction apartment in Four Walls Avenue on Saturday. The victim, identified as Asnu, 22, Radhe Shyam, 23, and Dipu, all from Bihar, were killed following a bunker brawl reportedly after a Holi party. According to Bengaluru Rural SP CK Baba, the altercation began after an argument between one of the victims and the sister of one of the accused over the phone. The fight escalated into violence with bottles and iron rods being used as weapons. 2 bodies were found on the 3rd floor, while the 3rd victim, initially found injured on the ground floor, succumbed to his injuries after being taken to hospital. The police have assigned inspectors from various local police stations to handle the investigation and are confident they will apprehend the accused soon. In Katwa district, Jammu and Kashmir, 2 boys who went missing last month were reunited with their families on Saturday. The boys, Din 14 and Rahmat Ali 11, were reported missing after they went to graze cattle near a goat farm in Bambirwa on February 28. Senior Superintendent of Police stated that after extensive effort, the police found the boys and brought them back to their families. An FIR was registered on March 9 and lookout posters were circulated in various languages. The boys are currently nervous about being away for 2 weeks, and counselors may be engaged to help them. Despite the ordeal, the SSP assured that both children are in good health and all aspects of the case will be thoroughly investigated.
काफ़ी गहमा गहमी हुई थी इस बात पे कि 2 बच्चे कठुआ से गायब हो गए, मिसिंग हो गए। तो ये जो बच्चे हैं, ये आज हम लोगों ने बड़ी मेहनत से, हमारी जो टीम्स लगी हुई थी, इन्होंने वापस ढूंढ लिया है और अपनी फैमिलीज के साथ रियूनाइट कर लिया है। ये जो बच्चे हैं, ये 28 फरवरी को मिसिंग हो गए थे अपने घर से, और इसमें एक 14 साल का बच्चा था तो एक दूसरा 11 साल का बच्चा था। इसकी खबर हम लोगों को अनफॉर्चुनेटली 9th को ही पता लगी, जब हम लोगों ने इमीडिएटली इसमें FIR रजिस्टर कर लिया था। वो अभी बातचीत उनसे चल रही है। जैसे कि आप समझ सकते हैं कि 2 हफ्ते जो बच्चे अपनी फैमिली के साथ नहीं रहे, वो थोड़ा नर्वस होते हैं, घबराए हुए होते हैं, तो अभी वो सब।
In Telangana, the search operation to locate 7 workers trapped inside the partially collapsed Srisailam left bank canal since February 22 gathered pace with teams and equipment going inside the tunnel on Sunday. An autonomous hydraulic power robot is being used to remove soil along with equipment such as a 30 HP capacity liquid ring vacuum pump and a vacuum tank machine, which facilitate the quick removal of soil and other debris inside the tunnel. Accelerating the search operation, teams from the Army, National Disaster Response Force, State Disaster Response Force, Human Remain Detection Dog, state-run minor Singaring Collieries, a Hyderabad-based robotic company, and other agencies have been actively involved in the mission. On Sunday, the SpaceX Dragon capsule arrived at the International Space Station to bring back NASA's astronaut Dutch Wilmore and Indian-American Sunita Williams, who had been stuck in space for over 9 months. The capsule, also carrying 2 other astronauts, will undock from the ISS next week and land off the coast of Florida. The astronauts have been waiting for a return after the Boeing Starliner capsule faced multiple issues, delaying the journey back to Earth. As the SpaceX capsule arrived, Wilmore opened the ISS hatch and greeted the new arrival with hugs and handshake. The crew from the US, Japan, and Russia will replace Wilmore and Williams, who have been at the ISS since June.
Here about 28 hours to get back up to the space station, and I cannot tell you the immense joy of our crew when we looked out the window and we saw the space station for the first time. Returning for a couple of people, very first time for a couple of people. And let me tell you, that is such an amazing journey. You can hardly even put it into words. The ride up on the Falcon 9, orbiting the Earth for the last couple of days, it's been absolutely incredible. And it is something that none of us could do by ourselves. As we've said before, you cannot be great without the greatness of others. And I tell you, the greatness of the ground control teams have really shined through in the last few days, getting us up here safely. Thank you very, very much.
Hey, from the bottom of my heart, thanks to our families, friends, and our colleagues from all the partners, SpaceX, NASA, CSA, ESA, Roscosmos, and JAXA for preparing us and making it possible for us to get here. And we are
A total of 90 Pakistani military personnel were killed in an attack on their convoy on Sunday, claimed the Baloch Liberation Army. As per report, a roadside bomb exploded near a bus carrying security forces in Restiv, southern West Pakistan, killing and injuring military personnel. The dead and wounded were transported to a nearby hospital. A local police chief reported that the attack occurred in Nushki, a district in Balochistan. This comes just days after the train hijack incident in which the BLA took 400 hostages and later claimed to have killed 214 of them. Oil and mineral-rich Balochistan is Pakistan's largest and least populated province. US President Donald Trump on Saturday ordered a series of airstrikes on Yemen's capital Sana'a, promising to use overwhelming lethal force until Iranian-backed Houthi rebels cease their attacks on shipping along a vital maritime corridor. He warned Iran to stop supporting the rebel group. Taking it on his Truth Social platform, Trump stated that no terrorist force will stop American commercial and naval vessels from freely sailing the waterways of the world. India will co-chair the experts working group on counter-terrorism for the first time beginning on March 19, with Defence Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh delivering the keynote address during the opening ceremony. This meeting marks the start of the EWG's activities for the 2024 to 2027 cycle, focusing on developing a robust strategy to address the growing threat of terrorism and extremism. The meeting will facilitate the sharing of on-the-ground experiences between the ASEAN Defence Force and the dialogue partners, laying the foundation for planned activities such as workshops, seminars and exercises throughout the cycle. The ADMM Plus, a platform for practical cooperation among participating nations' defence establishments, include the EWG on counter-terrorism as one of its 7 key areas. Each EWG is co-chaired by one Asian member state and one dialogue partner, with India now stepping into this leadership role. The co-chairs are responsible for setting the objective and conducting regular meetings, as well as organizing an exercise in the third year of the cycle to test the progress made in practical cooperation. This meeting is a significant step in India's effort to strengthen regional security cooperation and contribute to global counter-terrorism initiative. Early Sunday morning, the Israel Defense Forces on Sunday attacked and killed 2 terrorists from terrorist organizations Hezbollah, who were observation objective and were directing terrorist operation in the Yatar and Mais El Jabal area in southern Lebanon. The activities of these terrorists constitute a violation of the understanding between Israel and Lebanon. That is all for Nltv English Prime Time. For more news and update, keep watching Nltv.